Welcome back to the Heads Up Show. I'm Steve, and today is really a special one because I have a buddy with me, Daniel.
How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing well, man. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Came all the way from Florida
Yes,
just
sir.
to visit little old me. We're doing a Marines helmet, y'all, and like this thing is gonna be not only beautiful, this story and the man that we are making this for, please stick around, make yourself comfortable. We're gonna do some chatting, we're gonna do some building, we're gonna have some fun. Let's get into this.
Absolutely.
Why a Marines helmet?
So I'm making this helmet for my father. My father's a Marine. He served back in Vietnam, and it's his birthday. It's July 4th, so I wanted to make a Marine Corps helmet for him. Where a better place to come other than Green Gridiron?
Wow. Well, happy birthday to America. Happy birthday to your dad. What's your dad's name?
My dad's name is Carlton.
Carlton. Big shout out, sir. Thank you for your service, and to all the Marines out there. I hope that we do this justice.
Yeah.
I'm a little not nervous. I just want to get this right.
I'm the same way.
Tell me a little bit about your dad, the time as a Marine in Vietnam, but more importantly, you have some pretty interesting stories, right? And while
Yes.
you're doing that, I'm just going to start attacking the center stripe on
Absolutely.
this. Okay. Your dad had, like most men then in the Marines, some pretty unbelievable stuff that we probably don't even want to know about, but
Yes.
you have one story or one thing in particular that happened that's kind of fascinating. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, sure. On September 26, 1968, my father, his job in the Marine Corps was an M60 machine gunner. He was on the back of a truck. A guy wanted to take a picture with his M60. He begged my father to take a picture with it while they were going out on a tour. And my father at first was apprehensive. He said, no, I'm not going to switch with you. I want to stay on my M60. And he kept begging my father. And then my father eventually switched spots with him. Minutes later, they hit a landmine. The young man didn't survive. He didn't make it. And my father walked away from it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And now there's a lot of different ways to unpack that. The truth is, there's nothing that anybody did there that wasn't that wasn't going to happen anyway because it happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
One stripe is done. Right?
Yeah.
It's coming together already.
It's coming together.
So tell me a little bit about your dad and football. So obviously he played.
Yes.
Right? So
Yes.
tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so my dad went to high school in St. Petersburg, Florida. The high school is Gibbs High School. And at that time frame, Gibbs was segregated. Gibbs High School was the only black high school in St. Pete at the time. Actually, Gibbs High School was founded in 1927. And my grandfather, my dad's father, was actually a part of the first graduating class of Gibbs High School.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so my father played football back in the 60s. He graduated in 67. He was the co-captain. He was the center for the Gibbs Gladiators. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I'm pretty sure you know of the Steel Curtain, but the safety for that Steel Curtain is Glenn Edwards, and Glenn Edwards was their running back. My dad was the captain after he graduated, and so he played with them.
Man. So he graduates high school.
Yes.
And says, I'm gonna go be a Marine.
He was looking at Fisk, which is HBCU.
Okay.
He was looking at them, but he wanted to take a year off from school. And my grandpa had other plans in mind.
Uh-huh.
And so my dad was like, well, I guess I'll join the military. He ended up getting in and signed with the Marines.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say, like, that looks awesome.
That looks nice.
This was your, idea. You wanted to have the black overlapping the gold to keep it thin. Have you ever done any of this stuff with helmets or played with any of this or upgraded anything?
Only thing I did with helmets was when I was playing high school. Actually, I had a similar face mask to that. It wasn't chrome. It was actually all white.
Okay.
And so I switched my face mask out when I was in high school. So I had that same exact face mask.
Oh, I mean, that's cool. And I remember when we first spoke, we were going through the styles and you were, being polite about it, but you're like, I kind of need this style, man. And I said, we got you. So
Yeah.
There we go. That looks better already,
Nice.
doesn't it?
Yes.
So now on the back of this thing, of course, we had to throw on the built by Green Gridiron. We'll just tuck that over here. But we got this American flag in a blackout, and with all the black gold and red that's going on here, I think this is just amazing.
That is beautiful.
You're playing football. You played for a while, right? I mean,
yes. I started playing football when I was 7 years old. Started playing first with the St. Pete Little Devils. I wore my dad's number. I wore 52 until I got to high school.
Man, so you have so many things connecting with you and your dad. I mean, he's obviously a huge part of your life.
Yes.
What is your life like now with him? Like, what's a standard day for you guys?
So we live in 2 different cities. I live in Orlando. My dad's in St. Petersburg. My favorite time with my father is actually something we did when I was a child, which was watch football together. From him taking me to high school football games, to him taking me to watch me going to take the college games, to like the Florida Classic, or even Bucks games. And so just sitting on the sofa with him and watching football, and even though we're 2 hours away, I call every weekend and we'll watch the game together over the phone and discuss certain plays and stuff like that.
How cool is that, man? Yeah. Oh man, it's amazing. You know, I lost my dad pretty young, and I'd give almost anything to just have a little bit of that time. So I get it. All right, man, let's check this thing out. It's coming out pretty cool, right?
That is very nice.
So we had this really cool custom visor made, and we tried to get as detailed as we could. We didn't want to butcher that,
Yes,
but at the same time, I think that came out pretty great. I'm going to put you a little bit to work though, man.
Okay. All right.
Do me a favor, put these buckles on for me. While we were chatting, setting all this up, you mentioned more than once Uncle Alex.
Yes.
Tell me, who's Uncle Alex?
So Uncle Alex, he was on the truck with my father. They lost contact for over 50 years, and they ended up reconnecting in D.C. At their Marine Corps reunion, which I'm actually wearing their shirt for the reunion. I didn't understand the significance between them two at that particular time, and come to find out that they were wounded together, and on September 26th. And just seeing them two brothers hug each other, who haven't seen each other in 50 years.
Yeah.
It was a very powerful moment.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
You mentioned you played football for a lot of years. I mean, I'm imagining, based on how close you and your dad are, is that because you knew your dad played, or was there like a moment, or you were an athlete?
There's a painting of my father. As a child, I remember getting in front of it and getting down in 3-point stands and just going against my father.
Okay, that's cool. Who did the painting? Do you know?
That I do not know.
That's crazy.
Yes, that I do not know. But I would always sit in front of that painting and just imagine I'm just playing with my father.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm imagining, you don't really want to go up against old dad, man.
Nah, he'll beat me every single time.
Yeah, bro. Those old guys are tough too, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, it's looking nice. My goodness, man. Okay, so let's get this thing together. Okay, man. What do you think, Daniel?
That is gorgeous.
Carlton, what do you think, sir? Because this is for you. I hope that this is going to live just beautifully in your collection somewhere, because I know you're just getting started too.
Yes.
Man.
That looks nice.
I got to tell you, this is pretty cool. This is really cool. And I know it's your special helmet, and I know it's for the Marines, but it's going on my head first, man. I got to do it. I got to do it. Wow. Feels powerful.
Yes.
Man, that is cool.
That is nice.
Yeah, dude. Excellent. Man, I really appreciate you coming all the way up and seeing us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
Thanks for sharing this amazing story.
Thank you.
And if you made it to the end of this video, it's because of you that we exist, and we really appreciate it. And if you're a Marine, let us know what you think about this. Did we nail it? Would you change anything about this? Do you like the design? I hope we did it justice. Carlton, happy birthday. Daniel, you're quite a young man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yep, and until next time, cheers. Good?
That's great.
Heck yeah, man. You did great.
Thank you.
Of course, yeah, this was awesome.